Welcome, and now finally for the first mod, infotainment system. We're installing this 10-inch floating head unit. I got this ATOTO F7 XE from Amazon for 36,999 yen. Now this comes with a wiring harness, an RCA video connector, the Wi-Fi antenna, and some brackets, and a microphone. I also bought this wiring harness for the factory connector on the side of the car, specifically for the GR86 and BRZ. For tools, we're gonna need a 10mm socket wrench with an extension, and I prefer a 3/8, a Phillips screwdriver, some pry tools, and a masking tape. Now before getting started, always make sure to read the manual that comes with the head unit. Make sure to check all the preconditions and cautions. And lastly, to keep all our wires intact, don't forget the cable ties. Now let's get it on. Now for those who are working on a cold season like this time, heat up the interior of the car for at least 10 minutes. This will avoid damaging all those clips that we are about to remove. Now waiting for the 10 minutes, you can move on to masking the panels to avoid scratching the dash if you accidentally hit them when pulling a panel out. Now let's start by removing the glove box. When you open the glove box, you will see this damper on the passenger door side. Now squeeze on that lock and pull the damper to the side. After that, just squeeze both sides of the glove box, swing it down, and pull towards you. Now for this side cover, grab your pry tool and pry from the bottom. I like to put some masking tape on the edge to prevent it from scratching or damaging. Now this is the clips that's behind the panel. Now for this panel right here, just pull towards you and it will completely come off. This is what it looks like on the back. Now for the next step, grab your Phillips screwdriver and we are going to remove the screw right here. After removing the screw, simply just pull towards you this part of the panel right here. Now passenger side is done, we move on to the driver's seat. Right on the bottom you'll see this Phillips screw right here. Grab your screwdriver again and simply remove it. After removing the screw, simply grab the panel in the middle portion and the bottom and pull towards the driver's seat. And I'm gonna leave this hanging right over here because it's not gonna affect our workspace. Now next step would be removing this aircon vent panel in the middle. This is only holding by clips, so just pull towards you and it will completely come off. Now be careful with that hazard button. There will be a connector right in the middle and simply just remove it. Now after that, we'll be removing this lower panel of the infotainment system by simply pulling towards yourself. Now after that's been removed, grab your 10mm and extension, and we're gonna remove these 4 screws holding the infotainment system bracket. Now the reason why I chose the 3/8 is because coming from the factory, these screws are just torqued real tight. I don't know if it's your infotainment system is the same, but mine was really tight. So if you have a existing infotainment system, just remove the connectors from behind. But since I don't, all these connectors, as you see, are masked on the side. Now since we're gonna work around here, I'm gonna put a microfiber towel here on the bottom. This will avoid scratching the air condition knobs by these wiring harnesses. Now since I don't have an existing head unit, I'm gonna prepare this wiring harness goes right to this factory connector. And also connecting this antenna connector, this gray cable connector right here. I also have this connector, has 3 wires. I think this is for the parking brake and some illumination lights. And this is the harness coming from the head unit. This is the grounding wire, and you can connect it on this bolt right here in the side. And from here on, we're just gonna match all the colors or the labels according to each other. Now from here on, after everything has been connected, let's just try if everything's working correctly by plugging it onto the head unit. Now, after plugging it in, push on the start button to put it in X-X3, and let's just see if everything is functioning correctly. Let's also check on if the radio is working properly. Forgot to put on the antenna, and there it is. I'm just gonna mute this portion due to copyright stuff, and let's go on also to the settings. Check on if our steering wheel control system is connected properly. Try to do some settings if it's actually functioning right. As you can see in this video, it seems like it is working. After all those tests, simply kill the switch and remove the head unit. Now as you can see on this connector, I don't have the sponge leg thing that protects or avoids that rattling sound when your engine is running. So I'm just gonna put this or this sock by simply cutting the one end of the sock and just simply tucking everything inside. After tucking all that inside, I'm gonna use a tie cable to lock on both sides. Now for the microphone, since I don't want it to be visible and want to make it look clean, I'm gonna put it right on this top console right here where the screen is. And you will see 2 screws here. Use the Phillips screwdriver to remove them. Now shake it a little and pull it down. But don't forget to remove the connector on the back. Now I'm gonna drill a hole for this microphone to fit in that center console right there. So I'm simply gonna work my way from this small bit all the way to the right size. Moving on to the bigger size. Now since I don't have a bigger bit that's perfect size for the mic, I just carved my way to get a real good fit. Simply put the microphone right there in the middle. Just close it and give it a little push from behind, and there it is. Now let's simply put some tape to keep it hold to its position and not slide around. Now to route my mic cable, we're gonna need to remove this aircon vent right here. Use a Phillips screwdriver and pull it towards you. Now to remove the A-pillar panel, we're gonna need to remove 2 door seals right here. After that, simply pull the A-pillar cover and you will see this blue thing that prevents the A-pillar cover to come off. Now to remove that, you simply want to turn it 90 degrees to the side and pull it back. You will see another black one right around the middle. 90 degrees turn and pull. Now I'm gonna remove these sun visors to give me some more space when I tuck in the microphone cable. After that, I'm going to use this wire to pull my microphone wire through these tight spaces. Now I'm going to tie this jack with a tie cable on this cable routing wire. Now we pull the wire, the jack comes along, give it a little twist, and it will pop out the top part of the windshield. Now simply tuck it in, bring the top console with you as you pull it up and connect the connector. Now give it a little more pull, and we install the top console. And from here, we install the two screws that we removed earlier. After that, install the cover, and there it is. Now we simply just want to tuck all the wires on the top to the A pillar. Make sure to tuck it in the back of these cables, and you can route the cable on the very corner and get it from below. From here, I routed the cable underneath the air conditioning vent and behind these two pillars right here and all the way to the center console. And there it is, your microphone jack. And after that, we'll simply use some cable ties to fix these cables. You might want to be patient if you don't like some rattling sounds after the installation. And after that, we simply put back the sun visor and stop it with the two screws. And for the A-pillar cover, we turn and set. Now put it in position. For the blue one, 90-degree turn and slide it in. Give it a tap on the lower side first, then to the top. Put on the door seals, first one, and the second one, and we're done. Now moving to the inside, we just put this head unit onto the bracket, and as you can see, I placed my Wi-Fi antenna right in the back. So we connect the wiring harness to the head unit. Next, we install the antenna on the other side. After that, we slide in the head unit to its position and grab the 4 bolts and completely tighten all 4 sides. Next, we're going to install the lower frame of the center console by pushing it in. Next, I'm going to install the touchscreen. So just slide it in and fix the screw from the top. Now as you can see, we have screw holes on the left and the right, but I'm going to leave it out so I can pull and push it back in. Now before putting back all the covers, just switch it on and give another test. It's always best to check it again if all the speakers are working, all the switches are working, just in case there's like a remove connector when we were installing the head unit. Now after all the tests, Let's put everything back together. Start off with the aircon vent by connecting the hazard switch. Place it in position and just give it a push. After that, we move to the passenger side, give this panel a push in, and install the screw. After that, the lower panel, and give it a push on all that clips. Then we move down to the glove box, careful with the USB cable. Now we just want to hook up on that hinge right there on both sides and swing it up. Give a squeeze on both sides to the inner and simply move it up. After that, we install the damper on the side by just pushing it in. And install the side panels. And the passenger side is done. Moving to the driver's side, put on this panel right here, just give it a push, make sure all the clips are in, and we finish off with the last screw. And that's the last panel, so we can now remove all the masking tapes. Now, to be honest with all you guys, it was a really good thing that I put some masking tapes, because when I was pulling out the panels, it was bouncing back and hitting these sides. And I'm just gonna remove the screen protector off of this touchscreen and I'm done. But there it is, and I've been using this for a month now and it works perfectly. So I still can't believe I managed to avoid spending 264,000 yen and just spending 36,999. I save up to 227,000 yen. And I'm so happy of the outcome. All the functions are functioning right, and as long as there's an Apple CarPlay, I'm pretty much fine with it. That wraps up for today's video. Hope you liked it, and I hope this will help you when you're modifying your infotainment system. So hope you can support the channel, like, share, and subscribe.